Wow, I didn't realize I was actually on. Okay. Um, back to my practice again. And so beginner musicians or intermediate level musicians, you have to start somewhere on something and grind it out until you have it the way you want it. Whether it's perfect, um, or whatever, or you know, it sounds good enough for you to you need to do. Learn this. It's not all about trying to sound exactly like someone, but it is all of trying to get some information and put it underneath your fingertip and try to uh, do better. So those who purchased my play by site, thank you on last night. For those who hung out with me for a couple hours, several hours last night, I intended to be on that long, but I was on for a minute. So thank you for hanging out and also grabbing your copy of your book and getting ready to sit down or have already sat down and put some time in on practicing those chords because they are going to be your friend. The more you play them, the more your ears get familiar with the chords that you're hearing. All right. So the more you practice the chords, your hands, your fingers is gonna get pretty acclimated. What's going on with my sustain pedal here? All right. I'm gonna eventually get acclimated to it and get used to playing chords, nice chords, and not be left out. If I teach myself how to do run, whatever, All right. I should do runs. I'm terrible with it now. I have to practice that. I'm terrible with runs, but that is not my goal to do runs. But if it so happens I end up doing a short one, that is not really my biggest goals. Doing stuff like that. I am a chord person, so let me get to what I'm trying to do. Right. My goal is to learn this song. This is how much I've so far. Okay. And now I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna shut my mouth for a bit. All right. I'm practicing. I'm studying the craft. I'm trying to figure my way through this. Okay. Step by step, chord for chord, note for note, the whole deal. Okay. And making no excuses, but I do understand that there will be a moment where I might struggle with something and I might have to put some more time into it and time into it and time into it. So beginner musician, this is what it's all about, is putting some time into it so that your hands can get familiar with it. Your confidence can lock in as well. You know, how did I learn to strengthen the left hand is practice. That's it. I'm just I'm practicing the chords from my book, Play by Sight, y'all. Kid you not. um, it's the structure that I'm using to be able to accomplish my goal. So that way, I can now, I guess, sound advanced, but yet I still feel like I play or sound like trash. But my pride has got my back. All right. So I can go through all of the chords in the book, starting with chapter one, chords, C major chord, D flat, D. This is how I strengthen my left hand. And do them in all 12. If you don't do it, you won't have the strength. Your hand is not going to want to do it. Period. And back down. Right? And I do all of the chords. I'm not going to do them today because I got a project I'm trying to do. Alright, so basically I dealt with my major moves. I did the minor move. I did the augmented move. Add 7. I'm making learn to do it. The minute 7. Of course, all versions, y'all. Alright. Dominant chord or C7. Major 7. Sus 4, 7 sus 4 chord, and then my tritone. Every move that I just did, y'all, is the way I the book. In the first chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Every move. All right, every single move. Learn to do these in all 12 keys. All right. And not to mention, chapter 1 is my scale. How did I train my left hand to get better? Practice. The next key. And I didn't rush. I wasn't in a hurry. I just took my time. Learn my scales in all 12 keys. Practice your left hand, right? In the E flat now. And like again, it's not all about trying to be fast or fancy with it, just trying to learn the notes underneath my belt, I will say, right? Right? And listen, y'all, I couldn't talk back in the day when I was doing this. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm messing this all up. We in F now? Yeah, learn to do your scales. Chapter number 1, right? It's your and also the number system, right? I'm not saying numbers, but I'm just telling your number system in the scales. It's in chapter 1. I started the book on purpose, all right, for beginner musicians to help fast track you. G now. All right, I kind of went into the chapter 2 first before I went to chapter. Okay, go through the chapter 1 and learn to do this so that way when it comes down to it, when you at your keyboard, I promise you this is gonna be your later. Or almost immediate basically. Alright, we're in A now. And again, it's not about how fast you can do it, it's how accurate you can get knocked down B flat Latinx. And even if you make mistakes, just correct it, right? That's it. Now, question is, am I doing this by ear or am I doing this by? And y'all probably would know the answer to that. Is logic. Is yes, by memory. All right. I practiced it so many times that I have become so extremely irritated to the point like I don't need to keep doing this more because I know them now. And guess what? I'm about to see. Right. So yes, I made my left hand work. right? Learning to play the major chords and its inversion, minor move, its inversion, augmented move, and its inversion, major 7 with the sharp 5 and its inversion, diminished 7 and its inversion, diminished 7 and its inversion, right? Major 7 inversion, diminished 7 and its inversion, the sus2 do its little inversion. It's just not really much. It's just you move the 1 to the top, and then you move your depending on the key signals you're in. But it's the same if I was doing this in C. It's 1, 3, and 5. I'm just moving the 1 to the top, making me at what? 1, 2, 5, 1. And this time I'll move my 2 at the top, right? And if I'm thinking still in G, if I'm still thinking in C, I'm sorry, but if I'm still thinking, then this will be my 5, my 1, and my 2. But if I'm thinking of G scale, this makes me say, okay, now I'm playing a, that's right, a 1, 4, and 5. And if I move the G up here back to the top, and if I'm still thinking of G at the moment, then this will be 5, my 6, right, and my 1. But if I'm thinking of C, it will be a different story. It will be the 1, the 2, and the 5. If I'm still thinking of C from the other version, as I said before a minute ago, then it will make me think differently. If I'm moving this note up here in C, it would be my 2, my 5, and my 1. And if I move the 2 here, then I'm thinking of 5, right, to the 1, and 2. So it depends on how you want to think of it at the moment. But at the end of the day, you end up playing, I had just said earlier, your sus2, sus4, your 7 sus4 chord. And these are popular chords that are being played in various different types of genres of music. So this is a must have know. And this is the reason why I structured the play by side book edition number 1, the fast track beginner musicians and maybe intermediate level, maybe even the advanced level, to understand what you actually doing. All right, so that's what it's all about. Now let me get on over here to my studies and the course that's in play by side. I because I've written the book, I already kind of have an idea on what may be applied in the song. Now, maybe not everything, but when I do get to a point where there is something that I might have an issue with, I have transcribed the song, so I may pull the folder, of course, and find the chord, because I might not feel like taking all day long trying to get the chord correctly, but I'm gonna get as close as I can. And then when it starts seeming like I'm struggling a little bit, then I'm gonna pull chords from my folder. And let me see before I even start saying that, because I haven't done this for a bit, because I'm just getting back into this. So let me open the folder just in case I do get into one of those situations where I'm like, okay, what is the actual chord that I'm supposed to be playing at this spot? So I'm going to get the audio up. So let me get the audio going. Okay, so I got the audio there. Now while the audio's doing that, let me drag this down lower, and I'm gonna drop the transcribed it. So let me go and open it up in this software. So let me get the software, and let me drop the folder for a second, and let me see if my it works. Okay, cool. Okay, now let me see if this would actually play what I've transcribed. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Oh, let me stop it at where I stopped off at. Five, five. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there. So let me lower this. Let me bring this up higher actually, and I'm gonna put the video track, and that's where I stopped off at. Here we go. All right. Five, one. Okay, that's why I stopped at. All right. So I do what is called a recap. No rhythm yet, right? Is it? Right? And then and then all right, repeat this again. And then we end it. Five, and then one. Okay. All right. So five, five, one. All right. Okay. So let me back that up on the transcription. Yeah. So. Right. And then. Oop, forgot the thumb. There it is. All right, so that's how far I got. Was 00.42. This song is minutes and 10 seconds. Yes, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. So I do a transcription on notation on where I am at. Behind me on my calendar, I started this on the 15th. All right, so my game plan, hopefully, with some fingers crossed, and I hate having to put myself on a timeline because I'm really not in a massive hurry to learn the tune. It's not a mandatory thing that I have to learn the tune, but it's just me seeing if I can play the tune and if I can cipher out what types of chords is being applied in the song. And is there anything in the song that I do not have chord wise and play by sight? And chances are, thus far, majority of it literally just played is in my play by side edition number one. I believe maybe one or two chords in this whole process is going into my next book, which is edition number two, and that was when he played the I believe it was the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5 because of the that's when he did the let's see, no, it's not right there. Where was it at? Oh, it was here. In the beginning. There it is, that chord. All right. Okay. That was only and that was because of the bass line, but I was just counting the bass line in this mix because this is what, no, without the bass line, that chord is a E major 7 with a flat 5, which is in my book chapter number. I always get the chapter number wrong, but that chord is already there in the book. It's just now me thinking about, hey, okay, someone's asking me, well, what do I play if I was on an organ or whatever? Then my bass line that I need to drop there, and so I'm just doing that. So that is chapter 12 for that particular chord. I mean, every chord I pretty much played um, thus far is in my book already. So I was like, okay, let me see what else that's in the book that be applied in this song that is not in the play by side. So I'm gonna sit here and try to analyze this as I go. If I note that something is not in there, and y'all already know who's been following for a minute, I'm just gonna get my camera and I'm just gonna press. I'm pressing, right? Photoshop, and then I'll send the code off to my editor, and then we'll drop this in the next book. So speaking about that, let me see if my editor had sent me an email back for the course I've already sent out, actually. And I don't know if it's her day off, but we're about to find out right now. We're gonna find out right now. We gonna find out right now. My internet's acting weird, and all of a sudden I don't see the emails, and then all of a sudden it just all right. So, anyways, as I will continue with this journey, so we stop now at the 13 sus chord. All right, that is also going to be in the next book. All right, the 13 sus chords in all 12 keys, and then the major 9 13 will also be in the next upcoming book. And these chords are going to be done in all 12 keys. All right. These chords are being ripped. When I say ripped from chord progressions, I'm just doing them in all 12 keys. So you and I and whoever else wants to get involved in this, learn these chords, because if you don't learn them in all 12 keys, you will not be able to detect what's going on musically wise. So I'm trying to, and I say this word, I hate saying try. I am in the process of trying to eat this foolishness. Some of us stop begging other musicians for trying to show us what they doing. So I want to put them in the book, and so I'm going to try my best to stop using that try word. I am going to be placing in the book. It is entirely up to you if you want to know what it is, right? So there are stuff that musicians are doing and they don't really want us to know. So, and I'm not saying every musician is that way. I'm just saying the ones who I've come across that funty acting, and they seem to think that I know everything, which I do not, and I profess that the fact that I don't. But if you don't give it to me one way or another, it might happen that I might end up getting it one way or another, because I'm continuously sitting at the keyboard almost religiously since I've gotten out the hospital recently. So now things kind of turned up a little bit after I done got this book put out. I'm a little bit excited. I've got a bunch of people in my job was like, oh my god, I want to get this book. I'm ready to learn how to play. I'm like, well, you have to learn these chords, all right? Because I'm putting them in the chords. You have to make no excuses no more. I'm putting them in the chords. All you have to do is practice every day. Then you, at some point, you're gonna start saying, "Oh, I heard that chord progression in this song," and then bang, it's just going to click. It has to. All right, now I'm ready to go to the next spot. Ta-da! The same chord you played earlier. I'm saying y'all over and over and over, 1,000 times if I had to say this over and over. We're playing the major 7 with a flat 5. And then we're playing the D flat major 7. If you want the 9 in there to be, sound pretty. Okay, now how I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna shut up after this. As I'm gonna verify how I did it is a transcription to let's see how I did it. Exactly. There it is. D flat major 9. Okay, let me go on now. Okay, I'm going to the next spot. Alright. That's that right there. All right. Okay, hold on, hold on. Oh, wait. Let's see if I did that right. All right, so what are you doing? Okay, I'm talking to myself because I'm like, okay, hold on, dog. What did you play right there? Because that was nice. All right. So I ain't gonna tell y'all what he's doing yet, but I'm figuring this out. Is that a 6/9? Or is that a A flat major 13? Alright, let me go back into my transcription and see what it actually was. Five. Yes, okay, that's what I was. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, F minus 7. F minus 7, 11. This is the one. Then it could be 6/9. Alright. Remember, I'm hearing the bass line. That's the thing. When I'm hearing this tune, I'm hearing the bass line. So my finger's gonna automatically try to play the bass line. My ears hitting the bass line. So actually, so 6/9, A flat 6/9 without the bass line. F minus 7, 11. Because I'm thinking the bass line. Yeah, or C minus 70. Hold on. So C minus 7, 11 or F minus 7, 11. Which one? And this is me trying to determine without the bass line. Yeah, that's what I thought. F minus 7, 4. Okay, when I do the transcription, it says 5. That's what I thought. C minus 7, 11. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Because of the bass line, it's A flat, major 9, 13. Alright, that's why I was like, bass line, yep. Now without the bass line, it's a C minus 7, 11. And without me reaching for the bottom there, I would have thought it was an F 7, 11. But now my ears hear that because A flat is related to C minor. C minor related to E flat. E flat related to G minor and B flat. And of course D minor. And then of course we have the secret sauce go. And that makes sense. Alright, so if I don't think I have that chord listed, which I probably 9 out of 10 do have it listed already. Let me look through my little library of chords. I may have already photoshopped this one, minus 7 flat 5. This one was minor 7 and 11, I think I said. Is that what I said? Yeah, minus 7 11. So let me see if I have listed mine diminished 7 11. I'm going down my little groupie list to see did I put that chord there. Mine 6 9 11. Okay, I don't see it on that list over there. All right, and this is what I was trying to tell y'all. A flat is related to C minor, and so on. For I got my little list right here. Let me go over here to my new list that I came up with. I'm now looking for the minus 711. Da da ba da ba ba. Ooh. All right, I done it. Oh, it's there. All right, so I got the minus 711. There it is. I have the F minus 711. So if I have the F minus 711, I think I just put this in the book the other day. So let me verify that. Cause I may have already put this voicing of the chord. Let me see if Mama over. Let me see how I do it like this. Let me see if that chord is already in the book. Blah, 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 blah. So let me verify that because I don't want to do it again. All right, so I'm going to the book. Let's go. Let's go see if this chord is here in the book because I could have sworn I just moved that on day before yesterday. Um, so I have it here on the list. So let me go look. I think it's under chapter something. Let's see here. Let's find it. Let's go locate it. Let me go look in my tables of contents. So it's buffing right now. I'm gonna let it finish buffing. So it's gonna be quiet, but y'all know that ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Let me see. So let me scroll up and go to my tables of contents and see if I have this version because remember, there's more than one way to approach the same course. So let me see, chapter 1, 2, chapter 3, and 4, because I could have sworn I just dropped that the other day. Under what chapter was it? What chapter did I think I dropped it under? Pick up here. 6 9, major 7, major 6, minor 7, and let me see. What? I didn't add it there yet? Hold on. I could have sworn I just dropped that chord. Oh, my fan! I'm back here, my fan. I could have sworn I just dropped that the other day. Come on. Internet trip. Hey, come on. Um, come on, straighten up. Stop acting crazy. I could have sworn I just did that already. All right, so these are chords. I ain't trying to get down to the chords. I'm trying to look at the tables of contents because I could have sworn. Hold on. I had to call her back. Yeah. She messed up my flow. Trying to call me. Yeah. Alright, so I could have sworn I had. Man. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? You keep messing up my flow. Trying to find this. Let me find this chord. I could have sworn I just moved these chords the other day. Or did I not move them? I saw them in the email. So, let's try this again. Try it again. Man, she done messed up my flow on me. So let me see. Now, Buffy. Let me see. She done messed up my flow here. Okay. Okay, what happened to my YouTubers? Let me see. What happened to my YouTubers? Facebook, y'all still there? Yeah, okay. Oh, y'all is. I got the YouTubers back. My wife was trying to call me, but all right. So I was trying to. Man, this thing's tripping, man. What's up with the internet? All right, let me go over here to Big Mama over here. Big Mama Mac over Big Mama Mac, cause I don't know why my iPad is slow. Maybe because my wife is leaving a voice message. Stuck. Yeah. It's stuck because I think she's trying to leave a voice message. Let me go over here to Big Mama over here. Let's go to Big Mama. Come on, Big Mama. Wake up. Okay, so let's see here. Let me see. I'm looking over here, Big Mama over here. I thought I dropped in chord this minus 711 chord the other day. And let me see. So let's see chapter. Alright, so diminish what? I could have sworn I dropped them in there the other day. Am I tripping? Okay, I must be tripping. Hold on, let me scroll down here. I'm looking over here in my other book right now, the second book. I could have sworn I dropped them clean. And maybe I forgot to put the name or something. 6-9. Wow, did I not? Yeah, I did. I know I did that. No, I wasn't tripping. All right, so I have the I have the minus 711. I thought I knew I did that. So this was the C minus 711. Let's go back up. Okay, I forgot to put it in the contents. All right, I had to add to the contents. I knew I did it. It looked familiar. All right, and that was gonna be in chapter 16. So let's see here. How did I vote there? Let me see. There it is. Okay, so there's more than one way to approach that minus 11 move. So remember, we're doing inversions. All right, so I put it in the book. So this is the one way, and then you have the inversion. And that was on the one, and that still gave me the same chord I said earlier, the A flat major 9-13. And then we have the root position, the first version, and then the second version. I knew I put it in the book. I was trying to see. And there's another way of doing it too. So we have the G, which is in chapter 3, the second inversion, root first and second. Now another route that I've used was instead of playing the note up here at the top of the finger, it's like you added the 7 in that scale to C, right? And I voiced it this way as well. This is called a C7 chord, right? Now again, right? So now, we have the minor, like I said, and then we have the minus 7, right? Okay. So what it is that it's still the same chord, just done in various different routes. When I heard it, and he may have played the voicing this way. So, hold up, 5, and he may have very voicing like this. C minor 11. Now in my book, I did it with the C at the top, and I had the 7 here. All right. So that should means I need to now do the other inversion. That's what I'm trying to see here in my listing. Did I do it this version or another inversion approach? And it looks like my book here, or in my little notation, I ended up playing that voicing in a different route. Of course, now we're gonna play it this route too, as well. So I think that is the route that he may have taken too as well. So 5, and then 1 to the 1. Now, when I transcribed it, it's gonna be with the root position and portion of the first inversion. It's basically going to be going to play the C minor 7 chord along with the 7/4 chord. Yeah, is what I thought. is what I thought. I wanted to see if I played the B flat, which you don't have. Yes, the B flat. Um, so if my fingers can fit them all those notes on the register, then yes, then I'll be able to play the entire move. All right. So it all really depends on the inversions on how that chord was applied. Yes. So, and of course, remember, it depends on how big your hands is. You get that chord out. And this is a C minor 7. And all right. Because it's kind of like you playing B flat to B flat to B flat. But I told you more than one way to approach this move. So, you know. Now, if I feel comfortable trying to reach that, the one of the notes that might be feel funny to do, I will still at least get the B flat, the C, G, and the B, E flat, and the C. At least those three chords right there, because I'm still covering B flat. So you know, 5 and then 1. That's 5-1. All right, so now this is the chord that I'm gonna go ahead and send off this inversion. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna make a note. This is what I'm gonna do this time on this particular chord. If it's something that I didn't do, or I got close to doing something chord wise, be still. Okay, let me see. Did my hands shake? Shook a little bit. Think it's clear enough. I hope. All right. Let me go open it again. Okay, it's okay now. All right, yeah, so this is what I do. Press, fold a shot, send. All right, press, fold a shot, send. All right. So I'm gonna send this particular inversion over there. So I told you in the book, I have the chord, but that's what's coming from. Same thing. Now we just add the note on the bottom. Even if I can't reach this one, maybe I can. I can't. I can't reach it without tapping in another note by accident. See, I can do it with, but I'll be tapping in another on the bottom. But that makes me play a C minor 9/11. Now I even get past that one too. Yeah. I just make the chord bigger, but again, if I can't reach it, I'll just. So yo. All right, so I'm sending those chords in that particular fashion in all 12 keys. That's gonna go in the next book. All right, so now let me see where we at now. Right, major 7 flat 5. Right back to that major 7 chord. See, the beauty thing about music, sometimes musicians may repeat the same moves. So now, okay, so how far did I get myself to? 46, and I think I said I was at what number? 42. 42 seconds. So now I'm just adding some more chords to the repertoire. So let me try to memorize it now. Hold on. 5, 1. I'm going for the bass line. So that's not a chord because that's a chord I'm already familiar with. Okay. All right. So thank God for that. Major 7. I think we're going through 7. Pentatonic scale chord. Let's see if you go back to that. If you go back to that, then I know we're on. I might be off by that one chord. Let's see. Yeah, we went back there. That chord I have to figure out. I know we're doing a major 7. Maybe the diminished move. I don't know if this is a pentatonic move. And right back to the major 7. Alright, so let me see what my description say. See if I'm either close or off or whatever, right? Oh, I was wrong. Oh, okay, I heard it. So, alright, D minor 9/11. D minor 9/11. I thought you did this first. Okay, it was D minor 9/11. Now, which one? D minor 9 or F major 9? What? Because that makes it different. Alright? Okay, hold on. Hold your horses. Let me go back. Yeah. Or D minor 9. Alright, so I kind of get an idea. It might be F major 9. Alright. Alright, so hold on. Yeah. That's why I was right. Major 9. Yeah, so he's playing F major 9, the 7. And I hear him doing I thought he was doing it, but it's not this one. Okay, let me get the other one. Hold on, y'all. What's the minutes? And then pentatonic. Alright, so close. Pentatonic. So, you know, F major 9, diminished 7, and E flat pentatonic chord or scale. So, I think this is this when he goes to this one. This one. Alright, so. Or he could go, actually, E flat major 6, actually. Major 9, diminished 7, and then E flat 6, major 6. And then A flat major 7. Alright, y'all asked me some chords in there? Yes. Okay, 5, 1. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, basically without doing a little fancy thing. But you know, E flat major 6 to the A flat major 7. Yeah, so yeah, we have the major 9, chapter 9, y'all. Chapter 9, y'all. This is chapter 9. All 12 keys. Yeah, those chords in chapter 9 all day. Alright, major 9. Chapter 3. The E flat major 6 move. I'm putting that in the next book that's coming up. All right, in yeah, the next book. And the major is in chapter number 4. All right, chapter 4. You just take it off the note at the bottom, take it off the note on the bottom, take off the note at the bottom, and then you got this voicing. Okay. Now remember this whole little crazy move now. See how I told you I'm just going. Right. Okay. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to go to the next move now. I already knew where he was going, right? To the mighty 9. All right, so now I got this far. Woo! Right. So I'll practice in bite-sized practice. That's it. All right. So now the whole thing was getting the chords underneath my fingertip. Again. Right? Here we go, the little thing. Oh, let's see. I guess I'll do it here. Oh my goodness. Right? And that's how you progressing to get better in your craft. By listening to somebody doing something. It's the thing is, if it's already chords you are familiar with, if you get it by sight and you get these get the chords from the book, or now she calling me back again. I be trying to call you while you're not answering, bruh. Hey,
what you doing?
Norden.
Guitar place thing. I don't know if that's, I don't know what's going on. We just sleep around what's going on because this is the second nail or something.
You think somebody doing that at your job? Because there ain't no nails around here.
I don't know.
How you driving over nails?
So you don't see what's there. So we just got this tires from the deal.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of craziness on the freeway, so I don't know. You don't think nobody trying to do that crazy job, sabotaging or something? Because ain't no nails here.
When I got ready to leave for work this morning, the light was on.
Well, you know, a lot of crazy people probably dropping nails on the freeway. No.
Think so?
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you do a lot of highway driving, so how about this? Huh?
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, well, I'll see when you get here. All right. Okay, where was I at? Da 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 da. So now I'm gonna try to go back to the 5 into the 1. All right. Then now the next move. Now I'm ready to go to my next step. Now. All right. Next move. I might just stop right here, right? But let's see. Let's see if my let's see if I want to drive some more, right? Let me see if I drive some more. Because the whole game plan is drive, all right? You got to have a drive. If you don't have the drive, or I say if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. So you have to have a drive to practice and grind this. Uh-oh. To E flat. E flat. E flat. Yeah. Wow, that's dope. And again, y'all, this is the main flat 5 in my book. Don't make me. Let me have the chat. Let me go have the contents over. I hear the chords, all right, because of me practicing them. It's not about how fast you can go, y'all. It's not about how fast you can go. It's how accurate you can get the move. And there it is. Y'all don't believe me? It's in the book. It's in the book. It's in my playbook. So if the chords is there, I promise y'all gonna get y'all. Listen, the track is 6 minutes and 10 seconds, y'all. I'm already at 1 minute to it now. 1 minute and 1 second already. So if I go back to where I stopped off at, which was 42 seconds. This is my 42 seconds move right here. Now I'm adding on. How many chords? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna count this one. 5. How many chords I just played in a matter of a couple seconds? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And here's the 6th one. 6 chords already in a matter of a few minutes. Alright? Because I have chords in the book. Here it comes. A flat major 7 with a flat 5. It's in the book. I literally was here in the beginning of the song. Right? Minor 7 with a flat 5. Go watch this. Major 7, E major 7 with the flat 5. You transposing. What? Yes, it's in the book. Yes, it's in the book, y'all. And then it goes to E flat. E flat. Yeah, we're going to E flat. What? Yes. So, I'm saying F major 9, 27. Okay, I went ahead and say E flat major 6. I said the pentatonic chord. I thought about it. The major 6 chord. That's in my next book coming up, y'all. Major 7 in the book. Then B flat minor 9, y'all. The chord is a major 7 chord double up in chapter number 4, y'all. Chapter number 4. Chapter 4. Remember I said earlier, learn your major chord and do all 12 keys in inversion. Your minor move in all inversion. The dominant chord, augment. Alright, I lost. Alright, hold on, y'all. I lost YouTube again. Hold on. Let's get my YouTubers back. No, I don't want to end. Let me see. Get my YouTube back. Somebody keeps calling me and not leaving me no voice message. Alright, leave me a voice message. Alright, so yes, these chords in the play by sight. Chord for chord. Every chord. So I'm thinking like, oh man, that major 9, right? Chapter 9. Chapter 9, y'all, in all 12 keys. Literally. Chapter 9. The very first page, matter of fact. Chapter 9. Main, right? It's in the book. So, oh, hold on. F major 9, transpose. In all 12 keys. It's in all 12. Every chapter. I can create a chord progression going from the C major 9 to the 4 to the 1 to the 4 to the. Yes. What? Major 9. It's chapter 9. Yeah, I can create the chord because chord progression. What? Using the major 7 with the flat as a passing move to get to my 4. And then and back to and you drop move from the minor 7 flat 5 and doing the drop on that. Diminished and then diminished 7 and give you back major 9. Yeah. Yes. D minor 9, transpose that. That's also chapter 9. Jeez, Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna, man, I'm telling y'all better get. Alright, so, alright. I thought I was gonna shut my mouth, but y'all, it's hard to shut my mouth when I'm trying to say to y'all, hey, get the book, cause y'all don't get, y'all not gonna get it if you don't. You're not gonna get these chords if you don't get the book. So 13. Oh, okay, I'm hitting a note somewhere. Okay, my thing's acting crazy again. Hold on. There it is. 13 sus. And then A flat, major 9, 13. And then I'll master that. Okay? I'll master that, right? And then what's the next move? So what I'm doing? One chord, 2 chord, 3rd chord, 4th chord, 5th chord, 6th chord, and the 7th chord. 7 chord progression. Alright, all I need to do is master that, and that's gonna give me my 1 minute moves into this song. Here we go. Next chord. Let's stay right there. Alright. So before I move anywhere, alright, I'll go over that next little tiny section. 5, 1. Even if I'm not playing the tune 100%, my whole game plan is doing something I didn't do yesterday, or the day before yesterday, or the day before that, and or maybe I am playing chords that I did the day before, and what it is that someone else has placed these chord movements in a pattern. Right, so this is the pattern I'm messing with. This is the pattern. pattern. Every move I'm doing is a pattern. That whole new move is that D flat major 6, minor 7, 11, back to the major 6, back to it. Then we have the F sharp, or we in A flat, so I call it G flat, add 2. Alright, this is in the next book. Actually, is this one in? No, this is gonna be my next one. Diminished major 9 with the sharp 5. This is in the book. Alright, however, I'm going to put these chords in the way I'm doing them. As my hands lay down on the chords, y'all, I'm actually going to put them in that fashionable way. Because this is a D flat major 9 with the 13, because we flickering the 6. Yeah. We were flickering the 6. My wife called it flickering. Flickering the 6 into the 7. So, and this is a D flat chord with the minor chord. The minor chord was create the major 7 chord, but I'm throwing a 9 in there and give you that little. And he goes. Like that. Back to this move. Arpeggiation. And then we come out. And then now we go to the 5. And then we go to the 1. Alright? Done. And then with that little move. And then we go into this move. Alright, the next chord. E flat. May not play all of the chords in the E flat move. But we have some of the outer notes of the E flat chord. It's E flat, just playing some of the notes, not all of them. Because the bass line, the bass line. Major 7 flat 5, C flat. Alright. Now, if I feel comfortable and I want to push a little bit more, and I think I can remember this whole little ordeal starting from the last chord, right? Then this one. Right? I feel comfortable with it. And you probably hear me gracing. Yeah. Yes. It's the 7/4 chord, y'all. In the book, y'all. Alright? Literally, every chord doing is in the book. That's the thing, yeah. Major 7 with the flat 5. Remember, it's a soft. And we have the tritone. Mixed together, y'all. Let's create the major 7 flat 5. Anyway. And then go to E flat. Okay, am I ready for the next chord? Let's go at. Ooh, F sharp. F sharp. F sharp. And then I hear the tritone. I told y'all. I hear the bass line. The bass line is helping me out. It's giving it away a little bit. I think I'm playing now because it's a tritone. This is the F7, F sharp 7 chord. Or if we're in A flat, I better say G flat 7. G flat 7. Now is what chord we put in the right hand, right? And I promise y'all, it's gonna be in chapter 2. All right, it's chapter 2. Woo. Here we go. Here we go. D. Is it D? Nope. Okay, hold on. Maybe my tritone's wrong. Nope, maybe my tritone is wrong. There it is. Okay. My tritone, it was a E flat chord. I'm going home, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I got to go. But yes, it was a G7, but we used the chord in chapter 2 was I thought it was E flat. And if he wanted to, he could have that actually. Yeah, he could have did that, right? He could have did that. He could have did that. That would have been still dope because coming off of you know, here we go. If he wanted to D, well, I mean, what chord would that put us at? Yeah, it would have put us at E flat 7 with the sharp 9, sharp 5. But because we raised up to the E flat, and if you think about this, y'all, without the bass line, this is a diminished. This is an E diminished major 7. Yeah, E diminished 7, you know? Yeah, diminished. But because we went to a major chord in that move, and if you look at the finger, you can see clearly that this is going to end up being flat if I raise up. And it becomes a major chord. Oh, yes, E diminished major 7. Because of the F sharp or G flat bass line, that changed the name of the chord because now we're going to that key. So now we have a G flat 13 with the flat 9. G flat 13. And the 9 became what? Flat. Because of G in the key of E. Oh. And there's so many ways to approach this, though. I'm accidentally doing this. Oops. So E diminished major 7 with the 11. Because now I'm playing around with the cluster note, which is in chapter 18. I said, let me throw a cluster in there. Or a minor second with the tritone. And hit you with the E flat chord. Doesn't matter if I'm doing inversion. Now we hit you with the bottom. Right now this changes the chord because now I'm playing around with the cluster move. Even though I'm playing the E flat chord, this makes it a G flat 13 with a flat 9, sharp 9. Woo! Okay, y'all gonna make me start doing some more, cause now okay. Let me stop. So yes, these chords are actually going in my next book as well. All right, so G flat 13 with a flat 5. All right, now where we headed? Can I do one more chord? I think. And this is a B flat major 9. But yes, we playing with the B flat chord, the B major chord, and we playing with the F sharp sus4, and we sprinkle it or whatever y'all want to call it, sprinkle. And it's also the B flat sus2. And the B and the F sharp sus4. So all right, let me see. I might probably call it quits here. Let me see. Here we go. Then the spot. Now here we go. Here we're going. We're gonna switch over to the sus4, the C sharp sus4 move, or D flat sus2 or 4 or whatever. And then right, we'll switch up quick. Watch this. And just a second. Ta-da! Here we go. Yeah. Oh, there it is, huh? Actually, that thing, hold on. Let me make sure I'm seeing that correctly. Yeah, That makes it go here. That makes it to my ears when I hear that. And then here. Let's see if we can get that. I might have missed it. We might have missed that. Yeah, so I thought. What is that perfect fourth and the perfect fifth, y'all? And he just, I'm just being petty with this, but not that you have to do this. Woo. All right, that's that G flat add 2 or whatever, add a 2, or it could be another voicing 2. Here we go. Here we go to the next one. Yeah, so you know, so. And then he gonna do the other sus4. He's not gonna do the other 4 note. He's just gonna go. Then the other one. Or he could do actually. He could do that too. I'm sorry. All 4 of the note. But I think I hear him doing it. The 3 notes. I'm thinking I could be wrong. I hear. That's what I hear. And then he gonna do that. So it's not all 4 notes. Woo! The same chord we heard earlier. Yeah. From the beginning. So the beginning chord from earlier. Yeah. So you. Okay, now let me stop, slow down, because now I got to remember what I did. Even if I don't get it all right. That's what we're hitting at. And then the next one. And then, oh, is he doing it? So it's one of those. Let me back this up. I believe this the A flat major 7 chord. Let me see. Oh, we're going back to that one? Well, that one is almost good first, so let me see what my transcription got to say. I want to see which one it is. E flat. Here we go to the next chord. A flat major 7. Alright, so I was right there. Okay, cool. Let me go back. Alright, so it wasn't the F major 9 this time, with the A flat major 7. Or you can actually do the 9, whatever. Okay, hold on. Alright, so then it's almost similar to what he did earlier when he did this little arpeggiation. Remember this one? That. So, okay, so now I gotta figure this one out. Not figure it out. I have an idea. Needed A flat and the E flat. Let me see how I'll pull that with the right hand. So hold on. Oh, hold on. I lost it. Let me see. Let's go back here. And then here. And then, because remember we were arpeggiating it, right back to that E flat, and then we out. I'm close. If I'm not on point, at least I'm somewhere near the ballpark. Cause he arpeggiated that. So That's it. Something like that. Okay, I'm calling it quits. So now I'm gonna go back over the second piece of this whole deal here. And I'll start with and then the one. The right. And then I start here and then this part. And then that part. Then we go to here. I know he was arpeggiating, so like I told y'all, I ain't gonna be able to try to then be able to play exactly what the other musicians are doing, because sometimes a musician's mind frame can be in one place, my mindset can be somewhere else. But I have the idea. Alright, let's see if we're going back to the 5. And then I'm gonna call it a quick thing. Okay, now he didn't go to this one. I think he went for the bigger one. I think he went for the big 5. Yep. I think he went for the bigger 5. Alright, so let me see what my what you call it. That's what I thought, the bigger 5. That's what I thought. Yeah, the big 5. Alright, now let me see. I gotta go back to the, not to the top. To the 6th one. Then. See, okay. And then the next move. And then the next move. Just have the look of the madness. And then and for the bigger chord, I quit. I don't want to do it no more. I quit. I can't do this more. All right. I quit. I don't want to do this no more. This challenge is too much. All right, y'all. 1 minute and 22 seconds. That's pretty impressive. All right. I've told y'all this is a 6 minute and 10 seconds. So I got at least that 1 minute and 22 seconds into this. That's pretty impressive. For my interpretation. All right. So let me see. Can I press just a little bit more? Why? I think it's this one. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What was the last little run? I don't know how to do runs. I told you the big run, the big five. On Kane. And I'm talking about after that. So if I was on the five, and then I'm trying. I don't know if he did this chord. I hear this in my ear when the run came. I heard that chord. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know why I'm here. 5. I hear that. That's the A flat major 9, but I don't know. It seemed like I don't know how he managed to get his hands there. So, and then moved up. Let me see. I think that's what we're doing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just hold on a second, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm hearing that. I think that's what it is. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. My guess is yours. Okay, let me get the right hand. Because the run comes immediately after that. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world he's getting a hand. Okay, I guess I can do it. Okay, that's crazy in itself. Let me see, and I could be wrong. But how is he doing that? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I guess I have to stop thinking. Let me stop thinking. Nope. Here it is. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how you do. Okay, I gotta move the hand. Okay, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. Then, that round is quick, y'all. Like, let me see what's the other part of it. Da da da. Good luck to me, y'all. Oh, all it's a chromatic move. And right back to that major 7 with the flat 5. That's what we headed back to. From the very beginning of the song. 1. The third chord. You know what I'm saying? So, 1 with that little run. Oh my God. I'm going home, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I got to go home and practice this. I think we're going back to that. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Da-da-da. I gotta get that smooth, though. That's a cool little run. It's like, all that kind of stuff, you know. Hey, and then, you know. And then. And then it's run. That run is super quick. It might not be clean, but at least I kind of. All right, what we going after that? Cause after the run was. The run came. So, I have to slow down my brain because it's crazy. Now what I probably might end up doing when we was here, and just start the run after this point because and just start the run instead of going to that other chord. I think I'm hearing him doing that, and then going to the other chord. I think that's what we want. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Here it is. I'll do a little extra. That was extra. Alright, then we're going back to the 4. Grinding this. I hear that. That's what make my brain want to do it. Alright. what's it called? How does it? Then there you go. Let's see. Right back to it. Uh-oh. Is that what he done? Let me see. I wonder is that what he's doing? Hold on. Let's see, because that's the case. Is that? Okay, okay, right back. Okay. That's what he should be doing. Okay, okay. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. You bring back to this again. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now. Hola. Oh my goodness. What? Hallelujah. Okay. And then oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Cause y'all, the chords is in the book. Every last move is in the book. It's like the diminished 7 down to the minor 9. Yeah, the minor 9. Yeah, so I'm no keyboard player, but I'm like. I'm no keyboard player, I promise y'all. Like, oh, okay. Alright, I'm quit. I quit. Alright. 1 minute and 34 seconds. So let me go back to the top. Or not the top actually. Back to my side. And this one. Well, I don't got it. That's what I get for going too. Here we go. And see. And then the next move. Then trying to remember it. And then what did I say? Wait, hold up. Oh wait, I forgot what I'm doing. And then I did the next move. And then and then what was again? I think I forgot. And then yeah. All right. Alright, so I gotta remember this in sections, right? Bits of pieces. Generally, when I do this type of stuff, I usually sit down and actually physically transcribe this, but I have not physically transcribed this on paper. Not that I know of. I don't think so. So this will be more of a me listening to the tune and going to subscription that I that was done by a subscription. Did I say subscription? But being subscribed, not subscribed. That's the word I'm trying to use, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. Where you instead of me writing out the chords, just play the chords and MIDI it basically. But I didn't MIDI this song. This song was actually MIDI through my former music. And so all I'm doing is trying to use my ears first before I have to go back and say, okay, what was it that was sort of played, and then try to play that move or advance the move. So some of this is me listening to it and hearing the chords and play by sight, and some of this is oops, oh okay, yeah. So knowledge is power, they say. Now the beauty thing about this is what I'm trying to get is the takeaway. I don't never have to play this song ever nowhere, but and it's just the takeaway from it. And I may use it in a song or something or wherever. I might do this a song somewhere and use these chords. So that's my whole take is yeah, that's just my takeaway. See, because I could go somewhere else and do some other stuff. Other things. It was just me having the idea. So yeah, that's the takeaway. Right? That's the takeaway. I said I would never have to actually play this song nowhere. He taking some chords and this, and I just maybe wanted to talk from it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And throw them in own repertoire. So it's kind of like what important learned in the song. The song is beautiful, wonderful. I mean, I never say ever play this out in public anywhere, but I would do what I call takeaway from the song chords, and do them in, like I said, chord progression. You know what I'm saying? You know, just do them in chorus, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I may not even be bothered trying to do the song. I may not ever do the song, right? All right, just be quick and do what I want to do. Hey. You know, I might do that. Yeah. So it's just about what I might want to do with the song is just taking chords from it and learning the chords, you know, and then you do what I want to do with it. Right? It just sounded pretty when I heard it. You know, mixing up the moves, you know. It just sounded cool doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah. Yeah, so all that stuff. Let me go back to what I was doing. Then the big chord, you know, and then so and then or so it all depends on what I want to do with the song. I done forgot what the end was. Hold on. Ah, ah. Okay. All right. And then went back to. So we're going back to that. And then that one. All right. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. All right. So 1 minute and 35 seconds. All right. This is a 6 minute and 10 second clip. So I'm one in. So at least I got 5 more to go. All right. That's how I would practice when it comes down to something that I'm like, okay. Let me learn this piece. All right. And once I finish learning this piece, then peace be unto me. I got what I consider a live chords, but the chords are not because I'm pulling from the song. These chords I have already been pulled from stuff that I used to do back in '04, '05, '06, and '07. And then of course in '07, some part of '07, I stopped writing or transcribing chords on an everyday basis, but I didn't stop altogether. I just kind of sporadically here and there, because I was managing a department at the time for about 5 years from that point, 2007. So for those other 5 years, they went by '07, '08, '09, and '10. In '11, sporadically throughout those years, I kept transcribing chords because back then, 5 years, I didn't say because it's 5 years, but the 3 years earlier, all I had nothing but time but sit at my job and writing chords. I just have a book. Actually, I started out with just scratch papers and all kind of stupid papers and stuff, and notepads and no little stickies and all that. I started out doing it like that. Actually, I started out doing it. Y'all gonna get on me when I say this, but it is kind of funny to say this. But I started religiously. No, let me say that. Let me say it this way. I was using the empty pages for in the, the Holy Bible. Holy Bible. In the Holy Bible, they had those little pages in the back or somewhere along in the Holy Bible in the back. And I started transcribing when I was sitting in church and stuff. Yeah, and then when they get ready to pass out the envelope where getting the tithes and offering, I was writing chords out on the envelopes, the tithes and offering. Y'all gonna be saying, boy, you was death sending for sure. Yeah, I was doing all of that. And that's how I started there, doing it in church and stuff like that. And then of course I graduated to the little stickies, and I used to get these a whole bunch of color stickies and be writing chords on it and be making this little wrinkle loops. It was funny, but anyway, I used to come up on the keyboard on the organ and be like, okay, I'm gonna play this. Let me play it. I write it down. Let me play it and see what I come up with. And it was pretty fun to do. Actually, it was time consuming. And then later on, I came into those little tablets, the little small ones that they got about, I don't know, 30 pages in it seemed like, but they were little ones, pocket ones, and I started chords in that, and then the next size up, on and on and on, the sticky ones, and once upon a time I had stuff over here on my wall over here. My wife would be like, "Bro, you got all the papers on the wall with chords on it." Yeah, I was, and then later on I found out about the with the other see. Well, anyway, the much more nicer book types, and then the yellow pages ones with the I was doing it all, y'all. I was just writing chords. I remember one time Francisco Diaz, if you watching this video, but he cut at a job where I worked at, and I used to have had the whole table spread out or the whole desk spread out with chords, and I used to be up there just writing chords and stuff like that, and just be writing chords, y'all. Just look. I just be writing chords. And I remember one time he came up, he's like, "Man, what you doing, man?" I was like, "Oh, nothing. I was just up there transcribing chords and stuff. Then I got another position where I was able to bring my little keyboard with me to work, and then I would just on my break somewhere in the facility, or if I couldn't do it in the facility because of constantly bringing it in and trying to find a spot to hide it, where then I would just go out on my breaks and my lunch breaks and practice religiously yeah. Then my board gave me this over there small keyboard about maybe this size. It starts with a K. I can't remember the name of it, but it starts with a K. And at the little smaller keys, and I'd just be at the barbershop or the grocery store with the wifey, or she might get her hair did or her nails did, and I'd just be in the car practicing on the keyboard every. So I was really, really into it. So somebody said, "Man, you're seriously dedicated to this thing." I really wanted to know how to play better. I didn't want to just be, the word we try to say, we are our own worst critics. So I might say, man, I sound whack, or I may feel like I sound terrible, but some of y'all might say, "Oh no, dog, you sound better than me." So So I always use this analogy or wording. I didn't always play this way. Right? It just took some time. And I learned that the bottom line is if you don't practice, you will not get better, actually. So the game plan is sit down and start trying to practice. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Um. Yes. So yes. We gotta practice. All right. You gotta practice. In fact, I remember so much of that, and try to study this thing here. But yes, your major nine, right. And then it's a G7. They major seven with a flat five sharp five. G minor 911. This is your G 13 sus 4. All right, F minor 9. See, it depends. Let me see. Yeah, and this is hold up. What's that echoing? Why is he doing that? Oh, I hit something over here. I was like, why it sound like that? I don't know. All right. And this is your B flat. Okay. Your B flat. Hold on. What was that voice? Your B flat 713, and then you go back to E flat major 9. Look, it's more than one way to approach this stuff. All right. Then you go. Okay. And then the next move. Remember the tritone I told you earlier. You're just doing this little manly line. Let me see how I guess I want to do it like that. B flat major 9, perfect fourth, and perfect fifth, F minor 911, and then back to that B7, B flat 7, and yeah. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's what's up, y'all. This is Jason. My honey boo just pulled up, and I'm gonna call it quits here. And I'm always gonna stick on my one little project first before I come back. I'm gonna come back to this one later, but I'm gonna stick to that first song and get this thing knocked up. Get it knocked up. I'm gonna get it knocked up. I'm finna knock this one up, and y'all should be like, you finna knock it up. I'm finna knock this song up and get it turned. Remember, Rise. My wife here. What's she doing? And so get this learned, rememorize, and whatnot. And she out there eating. Hungry. You out there eating. I'm hungry. She out there eating. Wait, that something? Just pulled up. Camera surveillance, y'all. I got camera surveillance. And she out there tearing it up. Whatever she out there tearing. She done pulled up, put the car in park. Let me see. I was gonna try to speak to her. Hey, come inside, bring the food in. That's funny, man. She out there up grubbing that. Look at she out there grub. I should let y'all see this. She out there just wiping her mouth with the paper towel. Oh man. I'm gonna return the favor back. Hey. Oh, babe, you hungry? Yeah. Why you out there eating? Yo, let me call her up. I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna say, I see you eating. She out there grubbing, y'all, for sure. She done pulled up. Shoot, I'm finna take the first, what they say, the first sup. Y'all, this is hilarious. I'm gonna write till I see her. I see you out there eating. I put a little hands up like, I put my hand on my face. I'm sitting on one of those, and my hands up like, yo. Wait, hold on. Yo. Yeah, I know she see it now. She out eating, y'all. Ain't that something? Wait a minute. What? I see you. I see you. I told us I'll see you after eating. She go to her phone now. Okay. That's funny, y'all. This is hilarious. I didn't know my iPad can call somebody. Now she's going for the phone. I see you eating out there. What you doing? Oh, you gonna make me a steak? Okay, I want no nachos. Okay, all right. Good luck. Huh? You said nachos? Oh, okay. I don't want no nachos then. All right, you can have it. Good luck. I don't want no nachos. I don't want no nachos. I don't want no nachos. All right, y'all. I don't want nachos, so you can add the nachos. Hook me up the steak, boo. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace and love and cornbread. She gonna be like, you spied on me, bruh. All right, love y'all. Catch y'all because I'm hungry now.